A colossal stone figure stands, gazing eastward across a vast ocean. Its weathered face is etched with centuries of wind and salt. What ancient knowledge truly carved these silent sentinels? Across thousands of miles, monumental structures challenge our understanding. We marvel at the Great Pyramids of Giza, structures of immense scale. Their perplexing precision defies easy explanation. Conventional narratives describe monumental stone blocks. These were quarried from distant lands. Armies of laborers then lifted them to impossible heights. What if their creation was far more ingenious? Perhaps far less dramatic than we imagined. Our understanding might be on shifting ground. A revolutionary idea reshapes ancient engineering. This is the geopolymer theory. This theory suggests massive pyramid stones were not hewn. They were instead poured, much like modern concrete. This notion traces its roots to Joseph Davidovitz. In 1972, Davidovitz began his work. He meticulously experimented, striving to synthesize stone. By 1974, he achieved his goal. He created a material indistinguishable from natural rock. It could easily deceive scientific analysis. Davidovitz quipped that future scientists would mistake it for natural stone. This realization sparked a profound thought. Could ancient civilizations have possessed similar knowledge 4,500 years ago? Davidovitz became convinced that ancient builders used artificial rock. In 1988, he unveiled his theory in the pyramids, an enigma solved. He asserted that the Great Pyramids were constructed from an early form of concrete. His process began with soft limestone, rich in clay. This was extracted from quarries located south of Giza. The limestone was pulverized and mixed with water from the Nile. This created a thick slurry in large basins. Builders added lime from ash and natron, a mummification salt. The mixture was allowed to settle and partially dry. This transformed it into a workable, clay-like paste. Workers carried this paste, or geopolymer concrete, to the site. Once inside molds, a chemical reaction solidified the mixture. It hardened into solid stone within days. This technique allowed new blocks to form directly against existing ones. This explains the impossibly tight joints, sometimes subtly curved. Not even a human hair could penetrate. This method alleviated the monumental task of lifting countless heavy stone blocks. Instead, it required only transporting buckets filled with stone paste. While this remains a theory, it challenges conventional wisdom. Many geologists and archaeologists maintain the stones were carved and transported. They argue the material matches natural formations. Davidovitz concedes they used limestone from quarries, but he asserts it was ground down first. He acknowledges certain components, like massive granite blocks. These above the king's chamber were undeniably carved. His argument suggests a blend of techniques, casting where appropriate, and traditional carving for specific architectural needs. This approach eliminates the need for speculative technologies. It replaces them with an earthbound understanding of material science. Further support emerged in 2002. Small teams could produce multi-ton geopolymer blocks within weeks. In 2006, Michel Barzoum's analysis revealed microstructures. These were not found in natural limestone, lending weight to an artificial origin. Davidovitz even points to translated hieroglyphs. They appear to describe making stone by mixing materials that then harden. The implications of this liquid stone extend far beyond Egypt. Travel 7,000 miles to the Andean mountains of Peru, to the formidable walls of Ollantaytambo and Cusco. Enormous, multi-ton blocks fit together with such precision. A razor blade cannot pass between them. Examine their surfaces closely, and you will discover peculiar protrusions. Often called nubs, they are identical to those found globally. Conventional archaeology labels these handling bosses, suggesting they were temporary grips for ropes or levers. However, this explanation strains credulity. Some nubs are tiny. Others are found at the very base of stones. Why leave such imperfections on monumental works? If we view these through the lens of geopolymer casting, their purpose becomes clear. In modern manufacturing, a gate or riser is needed for material to enter. Once hardened and the mold removed, a small stump of excess material remains. These ancient nubs could be precisely these casting marks. It suggests a global chemical culture, sharing understanding of material manipulation. Another profound reevaluation comes from the western coast of France. near Seine in Brittany. In 2017, Yves Fouquet detected an artificial structure using LiDAR scanning. By 2022, divers confirmed its existence. A massive, 400-foot-long megalithic wall, 30 feet beneath the waves. This structure, dated to approximately 5,800 BC, is astounding. It was built at a time when global sea levels were significantly lower. Where this wall now rests, there once existed a coastal village, likely protected by this formidable barrier. Constructed from granite blocks, some over 6 feet tall, and weighing many tons, the wall reveals sophisticated engineering long before civilization's dawn. While some sections show smaller stones, others exhibit megaliths. These would seem impossible to move with Stone Age technology, yet again inviting the geopolymer theory. This discovery forces a reconsideration of prehistoric European societies, suggesting many were not merely nomadic hunter-gatherers, but settled villagers, engaging in monumental construction. Local legends of a drowned city of YS gain a tangible foundation. It raises the question, could extensive coastal civilizations have been lost? Lost to the dramatic rise in sea levels following the last ice age? Taking with them widespread architectural and technological knowledge, only partially recovered and passed down? The dolmen of Menga further underscores advanced understanding. Dating to around 3750 BC, it is almost 6,000 years old. It is the largest known megalithic monument in Spain. It is a tumulus, a vast covered grave, 90 feet long, 20 feet wide, and 11 feet high, composed of 32 monumental stone blocks, one weighing a staggering 200 tons. Initially appearing as a natural hill, its true nature was only realized later. Inside, archaeologists found hundreds of individuals, suggesting it served as a significant communal grave. A recent study led by José Antonio Lozano Rodriguez revealed astonishing grasp of physics. They employed relieving arches to distribute stress, used massive pillars, and positioned enormous capstones. The capstones were installed at ground level before the structure was covered by earth, removing the need for complex lifting mechanisms. Cuts in the stones allowed them to interlock, enhancing stability, demonstrating an innate understanding of vector forces. This was architectural knowledge on par with modern engineers, but executed 6 millennia ago. Adding to its enduring mystery, 2 adult male bodies were discovered in 2005, buried within the dolmen thousands of years after its construction, around 1,000 years ago, suggesting the site retained ritual significance, a testament to its profound impact on human memory. Finally, remote Easter Island provides yet another puzzle, famous for its enigmatic moai statues. These more than 1,000 colossal figures average 33 feet tall and weighing 82 tons. They were long believed to be solely the work of the Rapa Nui people between 1100 and 1600 AD. While stone tools and quarries exist, some experts suggest the moai might predate the Rapa Nui, pointing to geological evidence of erosion patterns indicating an older presence. Island legends speak of the Heneo ape, or long ears, an earlier, more advanced culture. It's plausible that the Rapa Nui arrived to find existing statues, which they then copied or adopted. This idea introduces the possibility of a forgotten civilization. Beyond the moai, Easter Island holds another architectural marvel, the stone wall at Vanapu. Unlike the rudimentary stonework associated with the Rapa Nui, this wall exhibits an extraordinary level of precision. Its colossal blocks are cut and fitted without mortar, interlocking with such mastery that they possess anti-seismic properties, a sophisticated engineering solution designed to withstand earthquakes. This advanced technique is also found in Sacsayhuaman in Peru and the Osirian in Egypt, hinting at a shared architectural knowledge across disparate continents, suggesting a widespread, interconnected civilization capable of monumental construction and deep scientific understanding. What if these disparate wonders are not isolated anomalies, but fragments of a much larger, global narrative? They compel us to imagine a past where ancient people were far from primitive, possessed an advanced practical science, and shared a common understanding of building on a monumental scale. It redefines their ingenuity not through mythical external forces, but through their profound grasp of the natural world and the materials within it.